Hello everyone. Kept you waiting, huh? Well, hello everyone, Kingslayerkoshy here, and welcome to Bastion after all this time. I promised to do this as soon as I finish Dust, but priorities took place. I was in a position where I didn't really have the motivation to really want to record. And
proper story is supposed to start at the beginning.
now I finally
ain't so simple with this one.
got myself to actually
now here's
record
a kid whose whole world got
after
all twisted,
so long,
leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
and now I'm gonna actually get this done. Actually, this is, I think, the second time I actually recorded this, because I actually had recordings of this game in the past, but I deleted them because
ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way.
I didn't really know how to go about recording this game until
finds his
I think it was a while
friend,
ago when I decided what I wanted to do for this playthrough, and what I wanted to do was
touching reunion.
Play through the game using the idols to give this game a little bit more of a challenging feel. So that's pretty much what this playthrough is going to be dedicated to.
Years of work undone in an instant.
As you see right now, I got my first weapon, which is the hammer. It doesn't have much range, but it's very slow and it's very powerful.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground.
And here we got a gas fella
using
a good weapon.
Starts to feel his bruises, though.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel some bruises, even though nothing really hit me, but
kid just rages.
But anyways, yeah, I had some footage of this game recorded back in the past, but I didn't really know how to go about recording it because I had to deal with hearing the narrator's voice over all the game, and I had to take that into account because apparently I didn't know that there was such a thing as didn't know that there were subtitles in this game, and I can enable them. So I decided to enable them, and
gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
Now I feel like things are gonna get a little bit easier for me in terms of recording. So, and right now we got our first melee and ranged weapons. We got the Fang Repeater, which is pretty much a glorified auto-repeating crossbow. Not the most powerful thing in the world, but it can work if you know what to do with it. But like I said, I'll discuss more about this quote-unquote challenge run later.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real.
This is Bastion.
Sometimes you just need a drink.
Mostly a fun run with idols invoked. Unfortunately, it's not going to be all the idols because I believe if I want to do the all idols, like all 10 idol challenge, I'm going to need to play New Game Plus, which I may do eventually at some point, but not right away. But for right now, let's celebrate this game because
Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew.
Well,
always used to fancy her.
I like this game. Like I said, there's a lot of the games that I've appreciated for this generation.
It's a wonder the old saloon still standing.
Because, like I said, in the Dust playthrough, a lot of the games that I appreciate tend to be from indie crowds because
he sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Ronnie, the bartender. The Calamity got
drives
drinking did.
A lot of indie games. And it's usually the priority because that way they can actually grab a lot of attention because graphics are everything. And then usually a basic gameplay style that most.
But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief.
Companies used. Like to see eventually when we get back, you'll see that a lot of the elements that this game has, it's not the first time that they use these elements. Anyways, now I got the bullhead shield, which they can hold. You can actually time the bullhead shield so you can actually counter enemies with it.
Windbags start turning up for last
call. Kills some enemies, and it drops some enemies down to 1 health. But for right now, this game's gonna be pretty easy up until the idols are attain for obvious reasons.
More
but
squirts start coming out of the woodwork.
I guess for right now, I guess you see
A big old
this game can be as easy or as hard as you want it to be. I'll explain that more later, but right now just mashing little squirts up with the hammer and the fang repeater.
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Messing around and stone statue of a man.
Rodney always wanted his ashes scattered here.
Yep, Rodney, the original owner of this bar, saloon, place. I'm gonna jump out the window.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Next again.
And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
As soon as I fall for comedic value, the breaker's bow.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all
Very
the way
powerful,
back.
but obviously only shoots one bullet at a
Right
time.
back at you. The kid pockets a memento from a
You'll
breaker.
find
Once the fastest men in the lab.
special mementos lying around. Some are just for flavor text, while others, like the something stringy, actually correlate to upgrading your weapons.
Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is
Right
they
now,
aim it
just
for the kid.
shooting up all these, I guess, turret systems. I guess shooting up all the defense turrets in this area.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty
And we
old
get our
toy.
first technique, the whirlwind,
He's a mighty fast learner.
which I don't like using because you can spin yourself off the edge. Yeah, as you can see, you can use, if you time the bull shield so that at the last second you can counter hit, and
He
it'll
finds
do
the
a massive amount of
distillery
damage to enemies.
right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town.
Now
One sip
here
of the
will be the
spirits in that
distillery,
distillery,
which
and the kid'll feel
will
like
allow
a new
you
man.
to access alcohol, spirits, wine, whatever you want to call this stuff. But basically, you put in certain alcohol beverages, and it gives you special bonuses when fighting. So right now I have the Squirt Cider, I believe.
The arsenal
gives
is
me
where the
bonus
kid
health.
can pick the best tools for the job.
Here's the arsenal, where you can change up your weapons at will. And I switched to the Fang Repeater because I just like the rapid fire. Because most of the enemies you'll be fighting here are squirts. And they're very easy to kill.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
And then we have a squirt vendor. Bash it up with the whirlwind and the kill hammer. And get in the habit of walking all around the place and destroying
That
everything.
one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never
Well, that one
used
was just for flavor text, but besides the flavor text, explore everything because chances are there's gonna be blue rocks lying around, which is essentially your currency for this game.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Fighting our way to the Bastion. Encountering with the bull shield is one of the more valuable things to do. It's also one of the more difficult things to do as well. Encountering with the bull shield takes a lot of practice. But it is a very effective way of fighting because
Kid takes a chunk of alloy, smell of barley and spoiled blueberries.
Yeah, that chunk of alloy is something heavy, and I'll stick with that. That's an upgrade for
Kid
another
maybe
weapon.
shouldn't have done what he just
Well, it's an upgrade for
did.
the hammer, actually. And I'll discuss that later. Now we got these shirts, which are... We got a scumbag that's actually scumbags. Now these guys come in two variants. They either shoot at you with their blue goo, or we'll face the other variants later on. And then we saw that gas fellow with the pickaxe destroying the floor. So, be careful where you're standing, because you may accidentally find yourself falling to your death. Or, not really falling to your death, but you may find yourself in a position where there's no real land to stand on. And you see I leveled up. When you level up,
Rob's a scumbag.
everything gets restored. Your alcohol, your tonics, your health, and well, actually, yeah, it's all. I was gonna see if there's something else, but
He finds the
your techniques
core
are
to the wharf district.
powered by black tonics.
He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Now, God,
Kid has a feeling
some
he
sort
better
of
move on.
item.
Place is starting to fall.
I can't remember if that was the crest or the MacGuffin, but I believe we got our first MacGuffin for this game.
See, that core Kid took was the only thing making
We'll
this
see
particular rock
shortly
stay
as soon as we
afloat.
finish this level. If you want to finish the level
Just
early,
keeps running.
you can just fall off, but I recommend you don't do
Somersault
that
like
because
crazy.
you'll be missing out on experience and your currency of this game, which is blue rocks. So just fight your way through. All the way to the end. Or just fall off, depending on what you're in the mood to do.
At last, the Skyway's in sight.
And
Whisks him
the
where he needs to
Skyway
go.
is pretty much the exit of the level. So if you see the Skyway,
Now the
just
kid sees something
use that as the
stranger
exit.
still. His mind races.
Welcome to the Bastion.
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He
There's a
finds
survivor
me.
here, who is the narrator of
We
this
talk
game.
for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power on that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores.
So we got the city crest.
All I
Our
tell him
MacGuffin
is
of
to
this
set
game.
that core of his on the monument there. Then watch.
And an item that we can show
I tried
him
to
for
let the
flavor
kid down
text.
gently. This is the Bastion, alright. Except no one else showed up.
So we're just gonna head to the core and head to the monument.
Just like
the
that,
core,
the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing
bringing
again.
life to despair
Growing
and Bastion.
stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
And now that we've done that, we have the
Kid
ability
ponders what to
to
build.
add either the arsenal or the distillery.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
And right now I just add the
Although
arsenal.
Peter goes with a
I always add the
hammer
arsenal
better than a
first.
box of nails.
And now we're gonna head to the Skyway to take on the next
now the kid can ride the wind
next
land.
places that this
The
world of Bastion has to offer.
Folks sail deep into the boundless sea from here.
See you guys in the next part.